Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here's an update on my nails. This is how they look after 2.5 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. And we are going to infill them and reshape them. I'm going to start off by using my fine carbide bit. And I love this thing. Excuse that leftover gel polish on the tip of that. But this is how you remove my gel polish. And today I wanted to show you guys an alternative of how to remove gel polish and how to infill your nails using a hand file versus an electric nail file, just in case you wanted to do this at home and don't have access to an electric nail file. I used to use a hand file all the time. It is the same thing almost. Sometimes it's a bit better finished with an electric bit because it's more precise. But nonetheless, you can still achieve the same effect, the same look with a hand file. It is just a little bit more tiring on your hand and also more time consuming. But it still gets the job done. So here I'm going to remove all the polish by hand filing it away. I am also using the rougher side of your nail file. Usually it has two sides, a rough and a soft. And I'm using the rough side. Just make sure your nail file is either new or rough enough to get rid of all that gel polish. I also wanted to mention you can use this method to remove regular gel polish on your natural nails. And here's the difference. You can see no difference. So I want to show you guys some lifting I had right here on my ring finger on my right hand. I'm going to remove it with the electric nail file, and literally it just flies off with this electric nail file. It's much easier and more precise to get off. And here's some more lifting I have with my pinky nail, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that with a hand file. First, I'm going to try to remove what I can with the nail nipper, cuticle nipper, or a nail clipper, or whatever you have on hand. And I'm going to just cut off the edge, and I'm going to file it as thin as I can. And then I'm going to flick it off or cut it off with the clippers, whatever works for you. And I'm going to try to smooth it out as much as I can with the hand file. I'm just going to try to smooth it out as much as I can before I fill in my nails. And before I move on to the next process, I'm going to shape all my nails into an almond shape. I don't know why I wanted to switch it up this time around, but we're going back to my almond shaped nails, and this is how I do it. Literally file each corner until it meets at the center, making sure they're even on both sides. And here is my almond versus square. Do what you like, you guys. And now I'm going to push back my cuticles with this metal cuticle pusher. Love this thing. And then we are going to use the back end of that cuticle pusher to scrape any dead skin off that's stuck to the nail. You guys can also use an orange wood stick if you don't have this. I used to use my nail too in the past to just push back my cuticle when I didn't have an orange wood stick. Personally, I liked it better. And now I'm going to remove any extra skin with my cuticle nippers. You can also use this little device here. It's a cuticle remover. Just make sure they're sharp or else the skin will not come off as good. You can see here, I don't know what it is when I do the opposite direction. Doesn't grab as good. So I'm just going to get that little skin with a nail clipper. If you don't have cuticle nippers, you can use a nail clipper. And then I'm going to buff out any leftover cuticle with the tip of my nail file. And I'm using the softer side of my nail file. And this is how I would do it with my electric nail file. And now I'm going to smooth out any rough surfaces with my diamond round bit. And now I'm going to use my acetone to dehydrate my nail. And I'm just going to put that on the natural nail. And I am going to put bonder right after, or primer. I like putting 2 coats of this. And I'm going to only put it to the natural nail. And now I'm going to put a base coat to all my nails. And as a disclaimer, again, you guys, I'm not professional. This is just how I like to do my nails at home. And if you guys want to try doing them too, this is a good way to do your own nails at home. So we're going to cure this top coat for 30 seconds. And now I forgot to show you guys, but this is my soft builder gel. And I'm going to put a thin coat of it first. And then I'm going to go back and put a nice like line down the center. And I'm just doing like this back and forth motion. I'm putting a big dollop and just kind of barely tapping it, but dragging it down from side to side at the same time. And right here I have some over spilled gel. I'm just going to grab a brush and clean it up, and I dipped it in acetone and just cleaned up that corner. And we're going to cure that for 2 minutes, and we're going to repeat that. I like to put 2 coats of this. I don't really need to do 3. The first time I initially put it on, I did 3 coats, and for my infill, 2 coats is more than enough. So again, a thin coat, and then I'm gonna put it down the center and kind of tap lightly from side to side while dragging it down. And with this builder gel, you do have to move a little quickly because it is a soft gel. If you put too much product, it will spill over and make a big mess. So sometimes I like doing 2 fingers at a time. We're going to put this under the light for 2 minutes and let it harden. And always wipe off the tacky layer. There's like a sticky layer it creates after you take it out of the light. And I am going to just even out my nail, make sure the surface on the top is nice and smooth, nice and straight, everything's leveled. And at the same time, just reshape that almond nail shape, just because it can be a little wonky after putting the builder gel on it. So I'm just refining the shape, and I am using my hand file. You could do this with an electric bit, but I'm used to doing it with a hand file. And to get close to the corners, just use the tip of your nail file. I'm just buffing out some of that dead skin with the finer side of the softer side of my nail file. And this is how I would do it with my electric bit. It's easier to get closer to the nail cuticle with this electric bit. And then I'm gonna buff out any rough edges with the buffer, and I do this to all the fingers. If you guys like my video so far, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to see what I come up with next. And then I wipe all my nails with alcohol. At this point, you guys could just put a clear top coat on top, but I like to paint them. And now we get to paint. These are the 2 colors that I choose, the Beatles collection. I love the Beatles collection because it's pretty affordable. And I also like their color selection and color collections. And I will be putting 2 coats of this color on all my fingers. My first coat is always as precise as I can get. I like to shake the brush a little bit as I get close to the edges of the nail, close to the skin, but not touching the skin. And I'm going to cure this for 2 minutes. And as for my second coat, it doesn't have to be as precise, just don't get it on your skin, of course, but it just grips and flows easier to that first coat. So it's important to get that first coat as good and clean and precise as you possibly can. And we're going to cure these for 2 minutes, which means put it in the light and let them dry for 2 minutes. They will get hard. Here's the nail art stickers I'm going to use today. I am cheating today. I do need to practice on my nail art, but today I just wanted to try these stickers I got from Amazon. And I love them because they had some ladies on there, and I thought that was perfect for Mother's Day, especially this woman with the crown on, because just reminding me that, you know, our moms are our queens, or at least we should treat them like our queens. And with Mother's Day coming up, I just thought this was perfect. Just adding some flowers on here too. I mean, usually for Mother's Day you buy your mom flowers, right? Or is that just me? Anyways, I thought this was perfect, and I'm just going to place them on however I like. I'm going to add some leaves and some butterflies and just decorate it to how you like. And I'm using this little rubber tool to help push down the stickers. And then I want to do my nails matte. See how that looks? I'm going to put a nice, almost thick, but not too thick, layer of matte coat. Oh, these little stickers are so cute. And then I'm going to cure this matte top coat for 2 minutes. And here's my before. And here's my after, you guys. Hope you guys love these nails, because I sure do. And I thought they were perfect for Mother's Day. I hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, everyone.